Sorry. Hi, we can't see you. Hi, darling. Okay, you're not joining with your camera. We're live on Facebook, Instagram.
And
Hi
Zoom.
there. But I think we have to move behind for your Instagram. It's really
small.
Yeah.
That's better.
Hi everyone. Hi there. How are you doing today? Is it better? Okay. I think I need to move here. Hi, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Amazing one joining us from across the globe. I think I'm sharing this on my timeline from Zoom. Let me just see.
Is your timeline like your story?
Like my news feed.
Hi, Kaylee.
Hi Kelly, how are you? Thank you all for joining us. This is like mother like daughter show. And we had technical problems, you know, when you're using all of these various media. Facebook, thank you for joining us. Please share. You're welcome on board. Like mother, like daughter show. I was gonna say father. With a wonderful inspirational Latoya Kambi. What a beautiful smile. And her darling mom. Let's see the wonderful Bishop Barry, who is with us. Bishop, we are trying to get it to Facebook. You know what? I'm just going to leave it. Facebook is telling me some sort of things here. I will just leave it. All right. Okay, I think it's there.
It always like, it just looks strange on your computer.
Okay, I think it's there. It's just setting on Facebook. We're just taking some time. I'll go to Facebook in the meantime. Yeah, Latoya, you want to say hi to your friend. Our theme for tonight is building unwavering confidence in daughters or in children and parents. Latoya, move closer, darling. You're out. At least your Instagram is off your little friends, isn't it? So thank you all for joining us, and thank you from Facebook. We appreciate you. We're going to be giving tips and, you know, strategies to build unwavering confidence. Would you say you're a very confident lady? Are you sure? Well, you want to say hi to the audience and just introduce yourself, sweetheart.
Hi everybody.
Come closer, sweetheart.
My name is Latoya Kambi. For those who didn't know, I'm the author of short stories by Latoya Kambi and Casey's Diary. And I'm also the founder and CEO of Tazai Cosmetics.
Yeah, we've got some products here. I use this cream. That's what I use.
This is a facial scrub. They're all 100% organic. The bottles are glass to save the planet.
Wonderful. And some amazing lip gloss. I just used the lip gloss tonight. And if you have any questions, we received some questions. But if you have any questions, please put it there. And we'll be more than happy to take the answers. Isn't it? If not, just about 30 minutes, Latoya is going to talk to you about Bishop Barry. We can't see you.
Hi, Tegan.
We can't see Auntie Barry. I'm not sure why. She's no longer there. Maybe she's following live on. Okay, I'm just gonna.
So 3 different places to look at.
Yeah.
This meeting is being recorded.
I'm just recording it on Zoom. Wonderful. So thank you all for joining us, and you're welcome on board. Latoya, do you want to tell us a little bit about what makes you so confident?
Well, you first of all, kind of.
Yeah, we
Actually-
speak louder. We have
actually-
about 3 platforms.
only because you taught me everything that I need to know about confidence, and then also myself, because sometimes when you try and help someone else to be confident, you can give them the best tips in the world, and they don't have the mindset to be confident, so it's also yourself too.
I love that. So what kind of mindset should we have if we have to be confident? What kind of mindset?
A positive mindset, and you don't need to, I mean, I'm not saying that you have to look at everything and go, oh, this is so happy, and you have to, because it's okay to be sad sometimes.
Yeah.
But if you look at
In fact,
things,
being sad doesn't mean you're not confident,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah.
Okay.
if you look at things from a different perspective sometimes, or you don't always see things and go, I'm not even gonna try. I can't try because I can't do it. Even if you know, like I know sometimes I can't do loads of things, but I still try them. Like I know I can't do it, but I try it, and you never know, you might be able to.
All right. So if you just want to start by, what would you say is confidence? How would you define confidence?
Confidence. I think confidence is kind of like, I'm not sure how to put it. It's kind of like an attitude, but like not really, because attitudes come and go, and confidence stays with you.
I love that. I love that. So what is it? What is it? What makes you confident? Yeah, it's something like simply trust. Confidence simply means trust. When you trust in someone, you have confidence in them. Self-confidence means you trust in
Yourself.
exactly yourself. What makes you trust? Why would you have trust on someone? For example, what are those qualities in somebody that will make you trust them?
Because they're loyal, and you've been through a situation with them, or that tests their loyalty or their honesty, or you just rely on the person because like they're close to you, and that's like a mindset that most of us have. And even if we are close to some people, those people can be like the ones to hate you, like the people who say, oh, I will never hate you. Sometimes they might turn out to be the ones that hate you the most.
Yeah, that's true.
But also, did you know that it's proven that if the people who trust more people are the ones who can tell if people, like the ones who are more likely to tell if someone's lying. So if you gain trust from more people, then you'll start to realize patterns in their behavior, and you can realize like truth and lies.
Yeah, because I believe that if you trust people because you know them, you have a tendency and understanding of maybe their strengths, people who can trust a lot. Myself, because they say to the pure, all things are pure. It's not like I trust and rely on them. I mean, trusting is one thing and relying, because you have a pure mind. You know that, okay, you are loyal. When you give people your words, they can trust you. But it goes beyond that. You can't give me your words, Latoya, that you pilot me to Italy and I believe you. You can't pilot a plane. Do you see what I mean? It's got to do with knowledge. I should know that Latoya is good at this thing. Latoya has this strength. I can trust you now when it comes to writing a book. Yeah. You say, Mommy, can I help you write your book? Because I know you are an author. So it's got to do with an element of knowledge. The more you know of someone that they know in an area, I think you can easily trust them. And like you were saying, that people who trust people more have the ability to be able to discern, like if they're lying. Because I think it's like you have a great skill, like myself, because you can pick up things. You are more sensitive. And because you're a loyal person yourself, you know how it is to be loyal. So if people are, not trustworthy, you can easily tell. I think that's the reason. But if we look at it, so what are the things like you can be really confident about? Because even though I say confidence, okay, I can't be confident about everything in my life. Absolutely. But I still remain a confident person. It doesn't mean I'm not confident. So let me just introduce this, and then I'll ask Latoya some questions. And if you have your questions, and this goes to moms and fathers, children, I'll be talking more on the adults. If a parent is not confident, it's very evident that they will hardly build up a confident child, daughter or son, because it rubs off your confidence. You pass that on. People who are not confident are always looking for a reason why they should feel low, why they should feel they are not good. Am I right?
Or like it's hard because I know someone who's like that. Like I know someone who's exactly like that, and she struggles with that a lot. And I try to help her, and because to help people, you need to bring them up. And I try to like give her like compliments.
Yeah.
But it's like true compliments that I know are true, I think are true, and it's my opinion, and other people think it's true too, but she just won't take it.
True what?
Compliments.
Ah,
like,
compliments. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I know, because most probably we say something like they have a set of beliefs that they are not worthy, they are not valuable, so they hold on to those beliefs. And unfortunately, whatever you tell them doesn't matter. It needs time for you to say that over and over and over. Then they can start believing it, because it goes past their consciousness, their conscious mind, where they can think, reason, and say, oh, when I was growing up, I was always told I was not good enough, I will amount to nothing. You see, so people like that, unfortunately, Latoya, and that's why it's so important that parents are confident, because it starts from home. Confidence starts from home. A confident parent, a confident, like yourself, you all are very confident. Destiny is super confident. She's just 4 years old. Because you see that in us. You know, it's about knowing yourself, parents. When you know yourself, you know your children's what. Confidence has got nothing to do with the skin color. Nothing.
Hi, Connor.
Hi, Connor. So it's really about who you are. You know, there are so many people of the same skin color. Some are still like without any confidence, and some have high confidence. Am I right?
But some people also, this isn't true confidence. Some people, get their confidence from other people. Like I knew this girl, I'm not saying any names, but she was in my class, and she still is. And
Just 1 minute, yeah.
in year 7, she had this best friend. Let's say the best friend is called Rebecca, and her and Rebecca got along a lot. And then they fell out over some silly thing, and they weren't friends. And I remember when they were together, she was always really loud, and she was like really confident. And then they fell out, and she was like quiet, and she started hanging on to this other girl. So there was this other girl, because now that she had been attached to this girl, Rebecca, for so long, she'd been used to having somebody with her all the time. Now she was actually like for her own, so she started hanging on to some other kid, and let's just say this kid's name is Jane. So she was like Jane all the time, Jane, and they were good friends, but you could tell that she was using her for like popularity and confidence, if you get what I mean. All she was saying was Jane, and also like using her for like followers and things like that, and then they weren't friends. So now she's at a point where she's like rocky, and she's always like putting other people down to make herself feel better. And do you know the thing that I realized with this girl? It happened to me myself. It's so bizarre how kids have so much spare time, because she seriously will deliberately make time out of her day and her schedule to I don't even think she does things anyway, but she'll take her own time out of her day. If you done some little petty thing, she'll put you in a group chat with thousands of these other people that you've never seen, and she'll leave the group, and she'll act like, you know, she's all big and that, and then she'll get all these other kids who I have nothing to do with in the first place to come and like try and like push you down, and that's being a coward, like a major coward.
So she gets into a group, she gets a lot of people to kind of put you down, and she invites you to the group, and then later on she leaves the group.
She did that to my friend as well.
And then she leaves the group.
Yeah, she leaves the group. Like one time, my friend, I understand what she done was wrong. One time my friend upset this girl, and basically the girl said, say sorry, and my friend said sorry, but then she got these other two huge girls to come up to our table.
Yeah.
And then she backed behind the girls and she was like hiding behind them, and the girls
Yeah.
were like, say sorry, say sorry, say sorry. And she was just like, and I really felt like saying, but I wasn't going to cause anything because I had nothing to do with it. But I really felt like saying, well, if you already told her to say sorry and she wanted to say sorry, if you wanted another special sorry, then why can't you come to the front and say it yourself?
Yeah. I know it's really like unfortunate, like I said, you know, people who behave like that. It's obvious they have no
Exactly.
self-confidence, they
Yeah.
have no self-esteem, and they think putting others down will make them feel better. Okay, Latoya, but you are so confident and this does not really
No.
have any impact on you, definitely. Do you want to give some tips, like maybe 3 things that make you really confident? 3 key things that you seem to focus on that makes you confident, that no one can really bring you down, or nothing, even if you happen to like fail sometimes, you don't get things wrong, that doesn't really knock you down.
Okay, first of all, I know myself, so I know what I can do and I know what I can't, and the things I can't do, I don't really focus on them. I focus on my strengths more than my weaknesses, and sometimes I do focus on things I can't do to perfect myself, but when I look at things I can't do, I'll go and look at successful people who can do
Wonderful,
it,
wonderful.
and then it will help me to do it. Okay,
Like
second,
role models, yeah, good. Yeah, I love that.
second of all, I believe in myself.
I love that.
Like if you wake up and you say, oh my gosh, my hair looks really nice, then I believe, like if I'm saying it out of if these words are coming out of my own mouth, then I have to believe, otherwise there's like,
Yeah.
I'm just saying it for what.
Yeah.
So I go out with my hair looking like this, right now I think my hair looks cute,
I love
and
it.
then somebody says your hair looks weird, like, well, I think it looks cute, which is why I did it.
That's lovely. That's lovely.
And 3,
Yeah.
I don't live based on other people's opinions, because that's irrelevant unless they're
Love
nice
that.
opinions. It's not like I'm gonna like, oh, your hair's nice, or maybe I should do it like this more often. No, she likes my hair, that's nice, that's kind, thank you.
Wow, I love that. How confident she is. So, little children, there are 3 things here, and I'm really proud of her. 3 things. Thank you, Hannah. Thank you. She mentioned knowledge, which is powerful. I teach that a lot. Knowledge, knowing yourself. Confidence is simply trust. Trust in someone. And if you don't know yourself, you don't know someone, you don't have knowledge in anything, you cannot trust yourself. And she mentioned belief. She believes in herself. Is paramount. Belief goes beyond trust. You know, believe, and when you believe in yourself, you have unwavering confidence, because whether you fail today or not, like you said, you may fall down today, but you know that I can still do this. I may wake up. It's like, I believe chairs will always support me if I sit on them. I'm not gonna fall and, you know, break my head. But if I sit on this chair today and something happens and I fall, I won't say I will never sit on chairs anymore. Absolutely no. You know, I still believe, whether I fall today or not, that every chair, which is, you know, strong enough and in good condition, can actually support my weight. And then now you mentioned about people's opinions not being important. Yeah, so you focus, in other words, on what you think. You know, your thoughts are more important than other people's thoughts,
Because it's true.
which is so important. And I want to use the first key you said, because you know yourself so much. So tell me some of the things you do. How do you come to know yourself so well? Because it's so key to confidence.
Focus on yourself by giving yourself time, and
I love that. Giving yourself time.
not being
I
selfish.
should have a note.
There's a difference between giving yourself time and being selfish.
I love that.
But sometimes I can be selfish.
I think in every human we have the potential sometimes, but it's good to recognize it and be more selfless.
Like,
But spending time with yourself, caring for yourself, is actually not selfishness.
Like some people who, like, there's some kids who need to care for their parents who are, like, ill all the time, or they have sisters and brothers they need to take care of. Sometimes they need to just, like, take rest, or even if you're not doing any of that stuff,
I
you
love
need to
that.
take time and focus on yourself and what you can and you can't do, and get to know yourself.
Yeah. So if you're definitely caring for someone, you definitely need to take rest, you know. It's not like giving, an elderly parent, you know, those who are unwell, disabled, child, whatever it is, you sometimes need time, because if you can't care for yourself and eventually you fall sick, unfortunately you will not be able to care for that loved one anymore. So taking time off sometimes to care for yourself and seek help is necessary. It's not selfishness. Like my wonderful, 13-year-old is saying, I'm so proud of you, Latoya. Yeah, go on. What else do you do? Yeah, to know yourself better. You said spending time with yourself. You devote time to know yourself well, know your strengths.
Well, when you do anything really, realize like patterns in your behavior or how you feel towards doing certain things, and like for sure, like I know like when I have to do chores, even though like I have to do them because I have no choice, I don't really like doing chores, and I've realized that. So sometimes like if I don't feel well or I need time off because I have like a headache or something, then obviously I'm not gonna do the chores and I'm gonna sleep. And that's having time on yourself, even though you're not awake to think about it.
Yeah.
You're spending time on yourself to rest.
To rest, because you need the rest. That's very true. Like when you have headache, if I say, like, can you wash the dishes or put the dish in the washing
I'll
machine?
say I have a headache. And
or like, okay, go have a rest
and
now.
then you do it for me, or I'll do it the next day.
Yeah.
Or when I wake up.
Yeah. Oh, great. So wonderful. I love that. And so if you're listening, parents, knowledge is the key. Anything in life, if you're not confident, you know more about it. For example, I might not know something about history, and you want me to go and lecture somewhere in a university or a school. All I need to do is go get knowledge. If I go read about what you want me to go lecture, I'm confident about delivering that. I'm very confident. So it's just about knowing yourself. And unfortunately, too often, we don't know ourselves. So it will be hard to trust ourselves. We expect people to tell us who we are. So we are constantly seeking for approval. Do you think this is okay for me? As if people should know you better than you. No one can know you better than yourself. Absolutely no. Because no one knows the beliefs you hold, the values, the thoughts you think, unless you start speaking them. So it is really not necessary or vital for you to be seeking approval or trying to get acknowledgement from other people. You must know yourself, parent. You must know who you are, parent, and stop discouraging your children. Stop telling your children their children's background do not define them. I know some parents, categorically they will be like, oh, they've already put some kind of limitation on their child's head. Of course there is racism. Of course there is tribalism. Even in Africa where we come from, some tribes we favor people of certain tribes. So that is very normal. But you cannot say, my daughter, as you're going out in the world, maybe you're born in Cameroon, some tribes, now maybe mostly Francophones will have the greatest job. I start conditioning my child, sweetheart, because you're an Anglophone, they will treat you badly. People from the English-speaking region of Cameroon.
Like you and...
Like me, Daddy, we are Anglophones. They will not give you jobs. So they are, you're already telling them to act average, to act in a mediocre way. A lot of parents do that. So it's not about your race. It's not about your tribe. It's not about your skin color. It's not about your educational background. Get knowledge. Get knowledge. At your birth, you have a DNA. At your birth, your DNA defines who you ever become in life. The qualities, the strengths, the characteristics. But your DNA remains dormant if you don't activate it. So the more you do things, you usually talk a lot of that. Another way of becoming confident, you mentioned about practicing. Take, for example, you have some strengths. Can you talk about that?
Writing, obviously. I practice writing because I have a lot of English work. I find it fun. Art, I practice art in different forms of art, not just like drawing. I love photography as well. Like I take most of your pictures and my dad's pictures, and my pictures too, and my brothers and sisters. I help them as well.
Your friends are saying hello. Yeah, go on.
With their YouTube.
Yeah.
Like, so my little brother and sister already have like their own kind of like YouTube channel thing.
Yeah.
And I help them. I'm good at that.
Let me see.
Also,
on Zoom.
sports.
I think with the Zoom, I'm not sure. It's the Zoom, isn't it?
Running is my main sport, but I kind of stopped that now because after I went to high school, after year 7, in year 8, you barely do any running anymore. I'm not sure why.
Yeah.
And I don't do it at home because the the space at the back.
But when you were doing it and you were practicing,
Yeah.
you felt more confident, isn't it? And also, there's this thing you usually say when you find your strength, one of the things of becoming confident, and then you practice a lot, because even though it's your strength or your passion, you need to practice more, isn't it? To know more. Like your brother, he loves football and he's good at it, but it's not just enough to sit. The more you do, so practice makes perfect in a way. I mean, you'll never
It
be
doesn't
perfect.
make perfect,
I
but it
love
makes
that.
improvements.
I love that. I love that. She says practice doesn't make perfect. I mean, it's the way we usually say it back in Africa. But I'm so happy my 13 years old say it doesn't make perfect, because you will never be perfect in anything. Never wait for a moment of perfection. You know, some say, I'm a perfectionist. Hey, if you have that thing in your mind, it's just an excuse for you to procrastinate, that you are a perfectionist. There is no perfectionist on planet Earth. It's a word. You could never be perfect.
Yeah,
Quote
but
me,
there's people who say
never.
it for sarcasm.
Yeah, but some really say it
Yeah.
because, Latoya, they are waiting to have it all right before they can act. You will never have it all right. You will never. These are my books, you know. If you give me these books again, I will rewrite it and I will change things. I will add things. You know,
Me too.
I can change the whole stuff. But where's your other book, sweetheart? But it's okay. It's okay. It serves the purpose for which it was actually written at that time. But as I gain more knowledge, I can always add more information in other books or write other books. So if I was waiting for the perfect moment to have it all right, these books will still be in my mind, and I guess you as well, if you're waiting for the perfect moment.
What do you mean?
I mean, you would never have written Casey's Diary or Short Stories by Latoya Likambi, because I'm sure the story, you're already doing another series now, which is already ready.
Yeah.
So what can you say to those people who always say they're perfectionists? I just tell you, you're a procrastinator.
I'm
Come on,
sorry
get
to
off.
break it to you, but you're wrong.
Why are they wrong?
Because no one's perfect. We're all as equal as each other.
I love that. So better get started with whatever you want to do. Just read more, find out more, practice, do more, stretch out, you know, from your comfort zone. The more you do, you are stretching and you become more confident. You become more confident. Simply that. Yeah. So what would you say to children? I know you've given 3 tips. She's given 3 tips to you. Know yourself, children. Parents is the same. Confidence is the same. Be it a child, be it a mother. Parents, I call on you most, because if you are confident, it's obvious. It rubs off your children. You bring up confident children. If you are the kind of person that you don't need to put people down to feel good, to feel better, you pass those values on to your children. My child knows that she has no right to put anyone down to feel better.
Because that just makes you lower than them.
Exactly.
Like, you know what? I watched this other
because
thing.
it's so disrespectful for yourself,
Yeah,
isn't it?
I watched this thing and basically it was like really hard to watch because I know I would never be in that position, but I imagine myself in that position. There's basically of these like 2 sisters and their dad had like paid for this historic building and they made a hotel out of it.
Yeah.
And the hotel was like really crusty and dusty and disgusting, and they hired people and people had worked there for up to like 3 years, and I saw one of the women and she worked there full time. She was a mom as well. She was a single mom and she'd worked there for 3 years and she was supposed to be a general manager for that. But the people who own the place, they treated their workers like they were below them. They always put them down.
Yeah.
And she was sweeping, she was cleaning, she was taking orders, she was literally doing everything until she stormed out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not right, isn't it?
No.
Yeah, very nasty as well. Very nasty. So
Hi.
parents, yeah, hi everyone. If you have any questions, please send them in. If you actually are a parent, I just want to encourage you, become a confident parent. Stop giving your children limiting beliefs. Stop telling them, hey, because you come from a certain background, you know, tell them the things that will build them. Tell them the things that will build them. The truth is that you will be applauded, noticed, and people will come to you for your gifts, for your strengths, and not for your skin color or anything. People don't necessarily come to you, to me, because they love me. They love what I've got. That's the truth. They love the knowledge you've got. They love the skills you've got. So your gifts will create room for you. Don't be fooled that people love you. The moment you don't have that again, they're going to leave you. A lot of people come to me, not because they love me, but I believe a lot of people love me. I'm so loving. And you too. We are such a loving family. So people love us, but you know, that doesn't make us like become whatever, more excited. Absolutely no. But I know that my gift is what create rooms for me and your child's gift as well. So Identify their greatest strengths. Identify their greatest strengths, and they will have impact because of their strengths. I will always give my simple examples of the eyes again. It's like the eye, wherever the eye is found, be it in a black body, a red body, a yellow body, a white body.
Wait, can I ask you a question? It's always asking me a question.
Yeah, can I just finish this with her?
Okay.
So in whatever body an eye is found, the eye is meant to see. The eye is confident that its purpose is to bring sight to the body, and is going to bring the brightest light to every body as long as it lives. And when it's not functioning well, then you take it to an optician or, ophthalmologist to actually resolve the problems. So it doesn't matter where the eye is found. When you focus on the eye's strength and tells it, hey, you were born to see, go do your job. And wherever the eye is found, the eye is respected for its strength, for its qualities, for its purpose of giving sight. That's exactly how it is, parents. Identify, recognize your children's strengths. You should know them enough, encourage them wherever they are. China, Europe, India, wherever it is, they will stand out. They will stand out because of their uniqueness, because of their purpose, and people will come to them for that, to serve them, because they are one of a kind. They are a masterpiece. They are an original. The moment you start putting your children in boxes, they are becoming copies. Your child is an original. Children, you are an original. You are one of a kind. If your parents have never told you that, I stand here and your little friend Latoya to tell you that today. You are so unique. You are so incredible. You are so beautiful, just as you are. It doesn't matter. Don't stand and compare with anyone. Don't compare with Latoya. You've got some amazing strengths Latoya has in God. You've got some amazing gifts. You are just beautiful as you are, darling. Just believe in yourselves, okay? Like she said, once you know yourself, try and work on yourself. And you ask me the question, or you can add on that.
No, I was going to ask you a question. So this might seem like a strange question, but I'm going to ask you and why. So it's a would you rather question. So would you rather be happy for all of your life and everyone around you was sad, or sad for all your life and everyone around you was happy, and why?
Why would I be sad? First of all, sweetheart.
I don't know. Just answer the question.
I must be happy.
Okay.
Yeah, but if I'm happy, it will be my duty to make everyone around me happy. If they are sad, then I need to be even more happy, so I can shine and share my happiness to them. That's true, because maybe they've not known what happiness is, and I represent an epitome of joy and happiness. I want to be happy. If people are happy, fine, but I don't want to be sad. It's absolutely, I'm not even choosing.
Me too.
I'm not even choosing. I just have to be happy. I was born to be happy. Joy is actually a fruit of the spirit that's within us, to be joyful. It's like if you are the light, you can't say you are the light and everyone around you is darkness. Sweetheart, there is darkness. You rather be the light. You know that when you get in there where there is darkness, there is no more darkness, because you are present, because you come with the light. Isn't it true? You are the light. If I put this light out there, if I turn off all of these lights, it will be dark now. Darkness has been in this place, but because of the light, there is no more darkness. Does that make sense? Do you understand me? Maybe not quite.
I just...
Take for example, you go to your room, it's dark. Right now, this is what time is it? 8 o'clock, it's dark. What happens? There is darkness in that room. When you turn on the light, what happens?
Oh, the light goes on?
Do you see any darkness there? So I would rather choose to be the light and let everything around me be dark. I don't want anybody to be dark. So I give them light. So when I come in, there is light where they are found. But the more light we have, because you don't want to be happy alone. It's a bit, how can I say, you don't impact more. Imagine you had just one light in the entire world. You'll be shining and having just a little impact. I want more lights. So I shine my light and let other people find the light. And the more we shine, the brighter we can shine, and we can impact, we can have a greater light and shine further in our world and make our world a better place. Yeah, so you would never choose sadness. And you say you too, but there's no, yeah, you want to ask another question then?
For you.
Yeah, or for anyone, yeah, for me.
Well,
Parents.
who inspired you to write your books?
Oh, that's a good question. Who inspired me to write my books? That's a good question. My first book, let me see, I've got 3 books now, isn't it? I was actually inspired by a calling upon my life when I had to leave my work in the hospital, when I had a prophecy that God has called me to lead women. So in the course of praying, and this is a father's tender and compassionate love, I think here on Zoom you will see it properly, it's correct. And Facebook maybe will be actually. So when I had the prophecy that I was called to be a leader of women, I would love to say serve women. Who is called to lead is called to serve. And I started asking questions. I'd always known that I wanted to be a doctor, and obviously I wanted to become a professor. Find drugs that would cure leukemia, which was my field of specialty. Yeah, we got one, but we had to do clinical trial, but unfortunately I left. Not unfortunately, and I think the studies will go on. You know, a drug that is already currently used. Just like now they are saying they found hydrochloroquine, which is already being used for something else like malaria. It can cure coronavirus. So I found something, it's called amantadine, which is already being used, but it's like over the counter. It's for influenza, for cold. But you can use it to cure people with leukemia at a low dose and using very little of what they use, like the chemotherapy and all that. Yes, but we had to do more studies on that, sweetheart, and go on with clinical trials. But when I was giving that prophecy, and I felt really, I had to pray a lot. And then, you know, I had a lot of indications from, you know, God, revelations. He's calling me, be strong and very courageous. And that's what inspired me to write this book. God's love for me, my dad's love for me. And in my second book,
This one.
yeah, I wrote this book in 2 days. 2 days.
Oh,
Bestseller.
2 days?
Yes, yeah. I do a lot of workshops and the strategies I share, so it's easier for me to write books. All my books are coming from my workshop.
Wait.
You know, I think I have about 8 more books I really need to write. I have all the materials.
That's about 100 pages in 2 days.
Yeah. And then just did the editing because I had them all at Toya. I'd done workshops. The women I had served inspired me to write this book. I work with a lot of people who have no clarity, who have lost hope. They don't know what they want in life. They don't know their passion. They are lost and they seem to live other people's lives. So they inspired me to write this book. And also this, 7 Powerful Strategies for Overcoming Life Challenges.
Did you write that in 7 days?
No.
Oh.
But this was my workshop. I had the whole material. I've been delivering this workshop like 7 years ago before I wrote this book. And it was so effective. I was using all the strategies in my workshop.
So
and I had people coming to me.
7 years of powerful strategies.
But I never put it in a book. But I just thought like the transformation was happening in people's life. And I use that in my own life. When I go through every challenge, you know, in my life, in my home, I have applied those strategies. So I just thought like a lot of people. And then I did a survey once. It was Mother's Day asking women, parents, what they would really like as a gift. Some of them mentioned challenges of bringing up children is never ending. They will love something, a timeless thing, to guide them through the constant challenges in life. So they inspired me to write that. Because all of my books are on personal development. So in other words, they are teaching you something. So I'm either inspired by my teachings or by the people I work with because I need to change their lives or impact their lives. You need to read that. I'm going to give it to you.
I do.
Yeah. But you have this already. Yeah. Wonderful.
And now I need to ask you another question.
Okay, my daughter's asking me questions.
Why?
Please help us share. We couldn't quite share, but we'll share after this. We appreciate you. Hi, Amina. Thank you for joining us. We really appreciate you all. I don't know who is on Zoom. We appreciate you. Okay, yeah. I think wonderful. We appreciate you all wherever you are joining from. I think this light there is affecting the Zoom. Wonderful. So go on, Latoya.
Your question is, why did you let me go ahead and have my own makeup brand?
Latoya, because for me this was really it's a great amount of creativity I saw in you. You're very creative, and for what I do, I understand. I empower people. It's enabling people to unlock their full potential, identifying their greatest strengths, and I must do that with you. And when you identify your greatest strengths, for you to just sit at home in your room, you come up with some great products. I remember even Auntie Agnes from 8D when she used your lip balm. When I used your lip balm, there was something. It was so soft. It was so amazing. I'd never, all my lip balms, honestly, I've never used a lip balm like that. I'm not saying because she was my daughter or she's my daughter. Absolutely no. And, you know, just the effort you put in, the determination, and the fact that you had already started doing your sales in school. You know, I saw an entrepreneur here. I know you're an entrepreneur already. You've shown me that in your writing, in your way of thinking. And it's a good thing. And the only thing I had to say, like, you need to promise, like, all natural, all organic, because I want you to help more people rather than, you know, causing more illnesses with chemicals and giving people more, you know, I don't know, skin problems, rashes and all that. So I was so proud of you, and for anything gifts, you know, and I know that your gifts will create room for you, and that's truly, purely a talent you've got. And there's no way I support other people, empower other people, I don't empower my wonderful daughter.
And just one more question. So this has actually got to do with like inside of Tay's Eye Cosmetics. So like, how would you feel if I wanted to do like different kind of nude lip glosses that would like show on people's lips, but like the same color as their lips? You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I get what you're trying to say. I mean, that's
So it
your
looks
creative
nice and
ideas.
natural.
Exactly. I love everything natural. So that would be amazing.
So nude colors.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing. And because you're a child, I always said I don't want you to have a lot of like makeup, excessive colors. And you said
That's
also
what I
your
love.
brand.
That's what I love though.
Yeah.
I mean, not the things that I sell. They're not all.
What do you mean by that's what you love? You mean that it's
like,
not so strong?
No. I love the fact of like, I just love colour everywhere. Like, I love multicolor. Not like just multicolor. Like, I just like putting colours onto things. Like, if you look at all my designs of my clothing brand that I wanted ages ago, they've all got, like, they're all just splattered with colour. But not like, it's like a beautiful mess of colour. And like, for instance, like, say your eyeshadow palettes, the ones that you have, they've got very nude colours. But if you see my one, I only have one nude tiny one, and then the other one is like packs with bright colours. That's what I mean.
Okay, I understand what you mean.
So like, these are all
perfectly.
natural.
Yeah, I love these. I love
nude.
this. See again,
But
this
the
is a
colour
scrub.
theme. But look at the colour. Look at the patterns. See, it's
That's
bright.
for my daughter.
It's bright and
Yeah,
colourful.
I love it.
That's
I love
what
it.
I mean.
This is a scrub. That's what we use. Look at my body. Perfectly. If you want, you can place your orders. We're gonna launch it properly. We're just doing a lot of things. We've not got the lip gloss here. That's our book. The next one is coming on in June with my book as well. Unleash Your Authentic Identity and Life Purpose, and my daughter's book, Tay's Eye, second edition, is coming up in June. That's awesome.
I use this every single day in the shower.
I know.
Just so you know.
Yeah.
And also, all of my models and ambassadors are kids.
Yeah. And I love this as well.
Including my little baby sister.
Oh, that's lovely as well. All organic, 100% organic. All of that. Wonderful.
Glass.
So, yeah, glass as well. We don't want anything that will kind of like. So, thank you all for joining us. Amazing parents, amazing children. We wish you all the very best. Help your children develop unwavering confidence. What you are telling them from childhood. We cannot blame the school. My daughter, tell us about Destiny.
Destiny.
She's 4 years old. How confident?
She hasn't even got confidence. She was just born with confidence. First of all, she started taking instructions from a young age, and now she's the one who's giving everyone instructions. She goes out there in her class. She tells everyone everything about her family. She's not ashamed at all.
Absolutely not.
Not
everything
at
that
all.
happens at home.
She'll go and tell.
School.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She makes up her own songs and dances, and she'll teach the whole class. She pretty much rules this house.
I know. And remember in school, when she was in nursery school, her teachers used to say that she sometimes thinks that she's one of the teachers. It's like she thinks she's one of the teachers.
Yes, she's so bossy.
Yeah, she's telling her friends
it's
and all of that.
Destiny's way or the highway.
I know, she's so much, and she's like, I'm the baby of the house. I mean,
she doesn't want any more kids.
Yeah, she doesn't. Absolutely no.
Every time you bring up the topic, she starts to cry.
Yeah, she's the only child in the house. So honestly, parents, it's all down to you. And the more confident siblings they have, the more confident they become. And there is absolutely no need to put anyone down. Absolutely no need. It's not necessary to put people down to feel better. There is room for everyone. You know, we are all like part of humanity. It's like the parts of the body. The eye is different from the nose, from the mouth, from the legs. They are all distinct. None is more beautiful than the other. None is more superior or inferior than the other. They are all created differently, distinctly, based on their unique purposes. And all together, when they work very well and they fulfill their maximum potential and purpose, they edify the entire body, and your body function properly.
confidence also is not trying to be like another person. Like, say if somebody has confidence and you follow the steps of the person to have your own confidence, that's right. But if you go to the extent where you're trying to like be like them, then that's not confidence. I know some, like, I'm not saying anything about this, but there's like basically, do you know on TikTok, like one of the most biggest creators on the app is Charlie D'Amelio, and loads of people, millions and millions of people love her, and there has been like a few people who have like they've got their confidence from her. They've done
so you get into your screen.
hair dances. It's getting to the point. Even with Ariana Grande, people are dressing like her. People are doing hair like her. People, and then when people in the comments start to say like, "Oh, you're like, we can tell you're trying to be like Ariana Grande, or you're trying too hard to be like Charlie D'Amelio," they'll take that and they'll be like, "Well, I'm getting confidence from this and I'm getting hype from this, so I'm going to continue."
Wow.
So basically, like,
yeah, no, absolutely. You can't try to be
you need
another
to find
person.
your own identity.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
What's your identity?
I love that. I might
Go
have to
find
open my
it.
book with you about the identity.
I have a book about identity.
Yeah, my next book that's coming up with yours is about identity, unleash your authentic identity and life purpose. So, beloved, you can't copy someone to be confident. Absolutely, you are a masterpiece. You are unique. You know, find yourself, know yourself. The more you know about yourself, the more you can trust yourself. Focus a lot more on your strengths. Your strengths will build your confidence. The things you're not very good at, if they are really necessary, there are some things that are your weaknesses, like being negative is a huge, huge weakness that will negatively impact you. Even if you know your greatest strengths and you're negative, it will work against you. So you must work on those type of weaknesses. You know, being a gossip, talking bad about others, putting people, tell me about that. Do you know about that? Do you little children gossip a lot? I see that in a lot, I think more adults.
Adults, really?
Yeah, or adults do.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, some parents gossip.
Yeah, I have a little mother's meeting. Oh well.
So if you see that.
Yes, there are kids that gossip. Doesn't everybody gossip one time?
I mean, you can talk like at home. I see what you mean. Like we are siblings. You can. That's a good question. Does everybody gossip one time?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe just talking about someone, but maybe if you can say that in front of the person, if you have the chance, then you're not afraid. I don't think that's gossip. Yeah.
Like basically, whenever something like bizarre, just like strange happens in my school, I'll always come home and tell like the family.
No, it's different. You're telling your parents. That's not gossip. And we can
Of
also
course.
intervene and tell the school that that happens. You know what I mean? But gossip is really with the ill intention. You're talking bad about people behind their back. You will not say it in front of them. Maybe you will lie. You will say nasty things too often.
I don't
People
lie
will
about people.
Yeah, exactly. And if you're talking good things about someone, it's not gossiping. You know, it's an inspiration. It's a role model, and you'll be happy to say that in front of the person.
But
so it's always when you're talking about
say
negative
that
things.
When I was smaller, I did spread rumors about someone, and I learned from that, and I haven't done it again. Because it's just childish.
I know, yeah, you were smaller, isn't it, in school when people were saying things, and I said if people are saying things, you shouldn't get involved. That's what I said. If you listen, they come and ask you, remember, don't get involved. Talk to the teachers and don't get involved. Wonderful. So we're going to end here tonight. It's been a great pleasure. Thank you all for joining us on board like Mother Like Daughter show. This is just to inspire a lot more parents and children to unleash your creative genius and thrive with a wonderful, inspirational Latoya Likambi and Mom. What last word do you have to say to your viewers? Any questions? Hi children, hi amazing. One thing I don't use guys, okay? So sorry about that. And I tell her you don't use that. I think unfortunately we are losing some values. You can stand and you're talking to adults and she says to her aunties, hi guys.
No.
I'm just saying that. Yeah, so they are actually, for me those are values. I think it's disrespectful. I've seen a lot of children, they're talking to aunties and uncles. Like, hi guys. Can you go talk to your head teacher and say, hi guy?
I mean, I
disrespectful.
You can't say hi guys to one person.
To your head teacher and your deputy head teacher.
No, obviously.
You can't. Even your teacher standing there, you can't
say
say hi guys.
Hi miss.
Hi sir. Hi miss. That's respectful. So maybe that's just to tell children out there as well. So you never hear me. I will say, children, you all are awesome. You all are beautiful. Don't just follow the mood because you have to. I've heard a lot of adults as well. It's become like a cliche. Hi guys. Hi guys. Now, hi, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. That's fine for me because I do respect and value everyone.
We're very posh.
Who is posh?
Hi, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. What last word do you have for your viewers, your friends, and then one for the amazing parents watching us?
Have a good night.
Wonderful. One last word of, for them to remember about confidence to children and then to parents to help your children.
Focus on your strengths instead of your weaknesses. That's not for only children or only adults. That's for everyone. So that's my last message for everyone. And my second last message is have a nice sleep and to focus on yourself. Start from today, because during quarantine, our sleep schedule is kind of like messed. I've noticed when you watch other people, like because you have homeschool now, so some people, well, not here, we don't do this, but some people, like, they wake up whenever they want,
So
and then they do their homeschool.
Yeah.
And but they still have to do it for a certain amount of hours, but they can wake up whenever they want, so they'll be like up at like 1 a.m. watching mukbangs.
That's really, no discipline, really.
So go to
really
sleep
discipline.
and get your sleep, and
Yeah.
then if you get sleep, then you'll be able to stop complaining about the bags under your eyes. Or you can get the Taste Eye Aloe Vera Gel.
Awesome. She's
To
got
help.
Taste Eye Aloe Vera Gel.
Mask.
So watch
All
out
the
if you
eyes.
want. There is Casey's Diary. There is Short Stories by Latoya Likambi. Ideally, what age? Tell them.
Probably as soon as you get the concept and understand, probably 7 or 8 plus.
So where can they get the book if they need a copy?
Amazon.
Amazon, free delivery.
Waterstones.
Yeah. A lot of bookshops around.
bookshops.
You can get them from it. Or
Hopefully soon.
if you want an autograph copy, you can
Yeah,
contact.
from me.
Yeah.
But hopefully soon, I hope that my books will be like in the Asda and like Tesco and things
Yeah,
like
definitely. We're going to look onto that.
I know.
Definitely, yeah. I think you have a copy in the Central Library as well in Liverpool.
that. Is it the English?
The National Library.
Oh,
British National Library.
British National.
Yeah, but that copy stays there. It's just to show you where it's published. It's for record. People cannot buy it from there. And they cannot get it. It's needed for like the British National.
So every author.
Yeah, you need to send, if you're actually published author.
So your books are there too?
Yeah. If it's published in the UK and all that, it's there.
So every book I publish from now on?
Yes, it will be there
Wow.
because it's a proper publish. And then we have a publishing company, so if you
Hi.
need any support, hi
Aurora.
there. Especially in such times, you're very creative. I'm sure you have a lot of time, children, that you can be creative. If you want to put your ideas together in a book, it's so easy. It's not meant for a selected few. Everyone can do it. You can do it as well, my beloved children. Tell your mom, tell your parents if they think that you cannot. You've got what it takes. You're truly amazing. But you can always contact Latoya. We have some great offers. We can write to help you from the beginning to the end to get your book done. So you contact us, even if you just have ideas. I'm currently working with about 3 people who are working on their books. They just have the fresh ideas. And if you need any support, contact us. Likambi Global Publishing. www.likambiglobalpublishing.com. www.likambiglobalpublishing.com. She is your junior consultant and coach. I'm the senior consultant and coach. We are all best-selling authors. Goodbye and have a wonderful and truly glorious evening. And keep your questions for next week. What are we looking at next week? Tell us what you want to look at. That you ask them
Give
next
me
week.
suggestions.
Give suggestions.
I'll ask in my
Okay,
story.
wonderful. She will ask you. So you all have a wonderful evening and thank you all. Love you all. And be confident. Know yourself. Believe in yourself. Focus on your strengths. Practice daily. Work on your strengths to develop yourself. Weaknesses. Seek role models. People who have succeeded in that area so you gain more knowledge. Never limit yourself. Thank you all and God bless you. And to all our wonderful parents out there on Facebook, Zoom, whoever is joining, whoever will watch later, we're going to share on our YouTube channel. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you. Share with someone. Bless your children. And just, be confident. Confidence is something that my beautiful daughter said. You don't lose it. You forever have it. Have you stopped that? Wonderful. So we're going to end now. You forever have it. You don't lose it when you have unwavering confidence. It's about trusting in you. So thank you all and God bless you. We're going to stop here. Awesome. And thank you all for joining us. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.